Hi, it's Lily. Thank you for joining me today. And I have a cute show and tell for you. Over the weekend, I created some embellishments, and I've done these in the past, but I thought I needed to go through that, scrap stash and create some more, especially items that I haven't used in a long time. Because, I need to weed out that scrap stash. So that's exactly what I did, and I created several of these, and it really only took a little bit, just, maybe 30 minutes, I think is what I spent. 45 minutes is what I spent doing this while the TV was going on in the background. So these are so cute. I hope you enjoy them. What I did is, here is a handful of scraps that I took out of my scrap box. This is only a handful of them, so don't let it deceive you. So just an example of the scraps that I have. Papers from different, companies. And then I just kind of assembled it and put it together. Sometimes in the past, I've used a glue gun, but for this, I used a stapler, only because I wanted the process to go by much quicker. And this is an old invitation. And I mean, these are literally scraps and pieces of fabric. I'll show you the fabrics that I have. These are old little pieces of fabric, Stampin' Up! Fabric that I've had for years. And so I just kind of tore them up. And this is how I've used those, by adding them, excuse me, to the embellishments. And then I also have, these words came up. I think this is an old Heidi Swapp stamp that I used on bits and pieces, scraps again, that I just used with my punches and punched out different shapes and put them in the bin for later use. And then when I have time, I go back and I stamp them, and then I add them into this container. This is just just an inexpensive food container. And this is where I keep different words, old pieces of ephemera, or even words that I've created on my own, magazine cutouts, anything that catches my eye, I stick in here. When I take apart, ephemera packets, I'll put them in here. So this is it's just an array of stuff that I have collected over time. So it's all in here, and so I just grab a word from in here and staple it. And I don't want it to get larger than this. So this is how I've had it for a couple years now, and it works well for me. So you could see here, I just took little scraps, clustered them all together, and then I just stapled it. And then I took a Staedtler marker, and I just kind of doodled a little bit around the edges. And I may not be done with these. I'm wondering if they need just a little, something else just to pop, something else that'll make them pop. So I may add enamel dots. So I have a container of enamel dots. I have these iris containers. I have iris containers, and then I have some from Recollections. And this is where I keep my enamel dots. And these are enamel dots from close to my heart. Close to my heart. There's Recollections. There are some from Paper Studio. And there are also some from, I want to say my Citrus Twist kits. So just a collection. And I just keep them all in here. So I may end up adding some of these. For example, I love these. And I'm thinking I may add, look at how pretty these coral colored ones would look, even the yellow. Just by adding, let's do it right now. Let's see how it looks. I think it'll look cute. So just like that. Isn't that cute? I love it. And, I don't know, like that. But you know what I mean? It's so cute. Just ties it all together, especially with the similar color that's on this piece of fabric. And this is all I did. And I didn't want to put too much thought into these because I didn't want them to take forever to make. Now, I do work with colors that I love. And here's a tip for you. If you have scraps of colors or patterns that you don't like, you're never going to use them. So get rid of those. Just weed them out And only keep scraps of paper that you are going to use. And this is pretty much the color palette that I like. This is what I like to use. So I'm going to stick to these. Most of my scrapbook layouts and even the cards that I design all have this color, are in this color family. I'm not big on purple. And there may be, I think, purple and like royal blue. I'm not a fan. I won't use them. And so I just kind of set those aside. So I know what I love to use. And so this is what I stick to. And so this is how I, look at this one. It is so cute. This would look, I think this would do good with a little enamel dot. So I may put it in there. I also have my glue gun ready. So if I want to add maybe a button, I'll add a button to it. But I feel like some of them may need just a little extra something. So I just want to go through these and show you quickly what I've created. So here's one, and this one just scraps that I had in the box again. These I had previously embossed. This is packaging and old ephemera pieces, scraps of white cardstock. I don't want to explain each and every one, but you get the idea. This one I absolutely love. Look at this one. Now this is, I was playing around with mixed media in the background. I think those are sprays and maybe a heart drawn with a paintbrush. An old wedding invitation. So I love how this one turned out. So that one's really cute. This one I really like as well. I like the pops of black. I like how the black pattern there kind of just goes so well with this right here. So this is really, really cute. I like this one. Here is one. I like this one. These were, I think it's from the Note Die. A Note Die, I want to say from Stampin' Up. All I did is I cut it at a diagonal. And I saw a gal on YouTube who does this and uses them for her journals to use as like a tuck spot. You know, you adhere it to the page and then a tuck spot. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it is, but cutting at a diagonal, I am a fan of, and I just picked that up from her. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I want to say Rachel Preston. She does great things with the diagonal and the junk journal embellishments. But this is just old ephemera that I just used and just stapled it all together. Super cute. Here's another one. This one, I showed you this one a minute ago, and I really like it. My sister sent me these. These are just old library cards. Those are super cute. And then I have this one. This is old Heidi Swapp ephemera, and I wasn't sure how to use this, and stapling it like this is perfect. Love this. Here's another one. I really like this. I think I like them because of the colors. These are my favorite colors, so of course I'm going to love anything that's using this color palette. So this is great. Here's another one. See, these are so cute. A doodly border there with some little hearts. And this one right here is a little bit on the wild side. It's using colors. I love the oranges and I love the yellows. It's nice and bright. I like it. I went off this color palette a little bit, but I still like this. It reminds me of summer. So, and then this one's so sweet. Look at this one. Super sweet. This one could use some enamel dots, so I'll add some to that one. I should have a separate pile so I know which ones I'm adding enamel dots to. This is another one that I cut at a diagonal, so I like that. And these I'll use for the fronts of cards or my scrapbook. I do a lot of scrapbooking, and so possibly scrapbooking. Look at this one. So cute. Again, another piece of mixed media that I had created. Little bits and pieces. This one is so cute. Again, that is a Heidi Swapp stamp. Here's another one. I think this is a Heidi Swapp ephemera. I want to say it's from a Project Life kit that I've had for a while. So I love that one. And this one right here. This one I thought was pretty clever. I save clothing tags. and this is a clothing tag, and you can still see the name of the brand, green envelope, and I loved it. It already came with its little ribbon, and just gathered it all together, clustered it, and just stapled it, and I think these turned out so freaking cute. Here's another one. Scraps of white cardstock, old ephemera. Gather, don't overthink it. Put it all together and just staple it. Staple it or hot glue gun it down, whatever, but just don't think about it too much, because then you won't do it. And I literally just grab them, hold it with my finger, and then just take my stapler and bam, staple it. I have this one, but I also have a smaller one with the cuter staples, but this did the job. Here's one that I really like. Isn't that cute? I love it. Again, this is not a real clothing tag. It's made to look like one. This is from an ephemera pack, and it's just for my stash. I don't remember where it came from. I used an oval punch to cut these out, and it's what I do when I have a lot of scraps that I don't know what to do with. I'll just grab my punches and I'll just punch away at scraps. Here's one of them. And little scraps of paper. I just punch away and put them in my stash. So when I'm building these embellishments, I just grab those and just add them. So I think I want to, oh, here's another one. Super cute. Now these, I'm using these because I haven't used these words in a long time, and I thought I need to put them to good use, or I was going to donate them. So this is actually a great idea, using the words by just stamping, adhering them here. So what if we put one together really quick, just so you could see my process, what I've done. So here are some of these scraps that I pulled out, and let me tell you that I did not pick and choose each scrap. I just grabbed a little handful and brought them to the table. But they kind of go together, again, because these are colors that I work with, and so they kind of all mesh together. They look really good side by side. So let's take this piece of cardstock, and I used a cloud embossing folder here. So let's do that. Let's do this one. It's upside down. I don't think I want all of that, so let's tear it up a little bit. So let's do that. Oh, I like this. I like that. I like it because of, I think I was playing with that there. And then here is, oh, bird paper, and I think that's it. Let's add some fabric. So don't overthink it. Just get it, staple it, put it together, and that is it. Let me get a word from in here. Let's do this one. See, just grab it and staple it and put it in there. Put it all together, and that's it. Don't think about it too much. You'll have your little pile set up, your fabric, whatever it is that you're using, die cut pieces, words, stickers. Just make little piles, separate piles, and just grab, hold together, staple or glue gun, and set it aside. That's it. And these look so cute in layouts, on the fronts of cards, whatever floats your boat. I think it'll look really cute. I think that's it. That is my show and tell for today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope that you enjoyed watching these. Don't let your scrap piles get too big. Use them. Put them to work. Have a good time. Get together. Have an embellishment party. You know, do something with your embellishments, with your scraps. I mean. Anyhow, thank you so much. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I've just started. I don't have a lot of videos. I post videos when I can, and I appreciate you sticking around and joining me to watch these. You take care, and I will see you next time. Thank you.